Hey everybody, welcome to Wolf Millionaire's YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having an awesome week, doing the things they love, following their passions and chasing their dreams, and hopefully you're doing it on Instagram, using some of my tips, tricks, and strategies to grow faster, get better engagement, and actually make money just like me and all of my successful students have been doing since I launched this course a little less than a year ago. Today I want to bring up another one of my successful students who's been killing it for several years in the exotic car, modified, and custom design workspace on Instagram, and his account is Car Lifestyle. And now let's just bring it up here and bring this up full page so that we can take a good look at what Gabe's doing right in order to continue killing it on Instagram with his brand Car Lifestyle. As you can see, he has 3.7 million followers. He's posted almost 12,000 photos, which is incredible. Car Lifestyle is actually one of the original automotive accounts in the automotive space on Instagram. It's been around for close to 3-some years. Again, all these accounts started off with the underlying passion that the owners have for exotic cars, and Gabe is definitely one of those people that I've come to work with closely on behalf of clients, on behalf of my own accounts, on behalf of some design work. Gabe's an extremely talented digital designer doing custom work for big brands, as well as small and medium-sized companies who want custom cars done to look a certain way with their wheels or exhaust systems. Definitely worth checking out. But let's take a look at some of the elements that make up this page and why he's been so successful for the last 3 years. The number one thing is branding. His name has not changed, and neither has his logo. This C and the slanted or tilted L together the way it is has not changed since I have known Gabe. It is one of the most iconic brand logos that I have burned in my head because of the quality that's associated with Gabe's work. So having a very strong logo that doesn't change over time is essential. Now, that doesn't mean when you start out and you start an Instagram account and you have a limited budget, like we all did, just like I did, and you start with a certain logo and you change it. But the biggest thing is to try to settle on, that end logo that you want to use sooner than later. In the first 6 months as you grow, if you want to change your logo a couple times, that's fine. But beyond the 6-month period, if you're really going to take Instagram serious, I really highly suggest you really settle on a bold and simple logo. Now, what I think I'm going to do in an upcoming episode is actually review some of the top logos that I love, that are iconic in my head, that remind me of, big, powerful brands. Stuff like Gumball 3000 comes to mind. But I'll dig up a dozen or two logos and maybe do a whole post and episode on teaching you guys, what are some of the elements that go into creating a successful, strong, and bold logo, so that you can take those design elements and either, become creative yourself and create a simple logo, or hire someone from Fiverr or 99 Designs or a custom graphics designer that you might have in your Rolodex or in your email to design something that represents your brand and your creative vision for the account that you're creating. It doesn't matter what niche it is. Just keep it simple. Now, let's take a look at his bio. Super, super, super simple. Car Lifestyle, automotive brand, fan feature, use hashtag Car Lifestyle. And if you remember, branding is super important on Instagram because it's so visual. Everything that's associated with what you post and what you say is a direct reflection of the brand you are building. Whether you are conscious that you're building a brand or not, you are, because people's first impressions when they come to your Instagram account and see your logo and, even right down to the name that you have for your account and read your bio, that's going to form an immediate, quick visualization in their head of what your brand represents. Whether they realize it or not, it will leave an impression, and it's either going to be a positive one or negative one. We want to maximize all those positive elements that you can take charge of, so that you can ensure that anyone stopping by your Instagram account will have a positive, immediate reaction to it and thus want to follow you. And that's how you establish a very highly engaged following, and the higher and better engagement that you can create with your followers. And that's not necessarily, the total amount of likes and comments you get, but the closer connection that you can create between your fans that are following your account the closer the connection that you have with them, the easier it's going to be for you to sell them stuff. And it doesn't matter what that stuff is, as long as it fits with the demographic of users and followers that you have, you'll be able to sell them stuff. And it makes your job a lot easier if you have that connection with your, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, because these people will be looking up to you and almost take, your word as the word of, God, not to sound biblical about it, but people look up to certain big brands as legitimate establishments or influencers on social media. So you always want to make sure that you're representing yourself as professionally as you can. You also need to be conscious about what you are representing. So if you're selling some bullshit get rich quick scheme like I see a lot of people doing, that's ultimately going to hurt your brand, because all of those scammy get rich quick schemes out there all blow up in time. And if you screw over a handful of people, you might not think it's going to be a big deal, but if you screw over even a half a dozen or a dozen people who tried out some bullshit program that you're pushing and ended up losing their money because they found out that it was all a pyramid scam or a Ponzi scheme or an MLM scam, then it's going to affect your brand, and your page will suffer because of it. So just be very conscious of what you're promoting, especially when it comes to this link, the URL that you have available in your bio. It's the only clickable link that we have to take people away from Instagram and to point them to some other URL or domain or experience. So, this is very, very valuable. And as you can see, Gabe uses a link to his website, car-lifestyle.com. Nice and simple. Looks super clean in the bio. And if we click through to it, let's take a look, just so that we can quickly take a look. Car Lifestyle, as you can see, it's got more car content. It's got all the social properties that he plays on, some of his customers and clients that he works with. It's got a video section, some photo section, sponsored cars, some of the clients and his friends, and it's got a little about section, news, a shop section that's being redone right now. And so just to show you, what Gabe has done with his brand in order to, maximize his 3.7 million followers and get his name out there of what he does. Now, let's take a look at some of these posts and just kind of see exactly. As we can see just by quickly scrolling through here, there's an underlying theme of darkness, and I don't want to say moodiness, but, it's very dark and mysterious. There's definitely a certain flavor to the images and editing that Gabe does to the style of photos that he posts. Most of the photos that he posts are other people's photos, and he edits, so gently edits them to keep that look and feel of his brand page. But even the photos that he designs himself, the custom designs that he does, like this one right here. Let's take a quick peek at that. This here is one of Gabe's custom designs of a wide body. And as you can see, you've got some subtle Car Lifestyle branding, the logo here, another logo here, and it still drives 44,000 likes. And I don't have the comment count here, but let's go back and see how many comments it's had. 242, which is a really amazing engagement. So as you can see, consistency is key. And I go through more of the details of what I really mean about consistency in the blog post. So make sure you go to blog.wolfmillionaire.com. The link will be in the caption space below this video on YouTube. Make sure you go read it and just, take a quick scan through all the different elements that I break down on his account that you can quickly copy and emulate on your own. It's not rocket science, guys. All you have to do is keep a clean page with a consistent and unique look, posting high quality photos, giving proper photo credits to the owners, not the pages that you're stealing them from. I have to keep reminding people about this because I still see a lot of students using credits or giving credit to the page that they took it from, whether it's their friend's page or someone else's page, and not giving the credit to the actual designer who took the photo or created the design who owns that actual photo or video asset. It's very important that you follow that strategy for multiple reasons. One, that person, if you're going to tag them and give them proper credits, there's a very high likely chance that they're going to comment and like your photo. And if they do that, that's going to help your relevance score for that particular post on Instagram, which is going to basically mean that Instagram is going to be more likely to reward your photo higher up in the Explorer or Discovery page, and further across the network algorithm that they have that, basically is like Facebook's feeds algorithm, where, if your post does good amongst your circle of friends, then Instagram will promote that same photo amongst your friends' friends and their friends' friends, which gives it the ability to get a maximum amount of eyeballs, and new eyeballs specifically. And again, remember, those new eyeballs might want to come and check out your page for a split second, where you're going to dazzle them with your beautiful logo, your simple, clean bio, and they're going to want to follow you to consume more of the unique content that you're delivering. So just taking a look through, we see quite a variety of photos, from exotics to BMWs to Nissan GTRs, Audis, super custom rides. We've got some motor trend photos. I love these black photos, and they just kill. Something so simple like this Mercedes C63 that's got covered in rain, but it's completely murdered out, smoked out taillights. As a picture, I can think of hundreds of other pictures that are more spectacular than this. But again, because Gabe has really ingrained this unique look and feel of his page, of this dark, mysterious, exotic cars that have been modified, whether they're wide bodies or huge exhaust systems, really work well with his audience. And again, you can see this is an ad for Ceramic Pro Official. Simple title: Wet C63, protected by Ceramic Pro, Car Lifestyle C63 Mercedes. Photo by, and then he gives proper credits to SRS_Swiss Rich Streets. And again, this photo is, slammed out 120 some comments of people just loving this photo. And it's Gabe simply just doing a quick edit on the photo to give it that dark, mysterious look that really represents what the car is all about. So nice work. Another one of his clients, you can see Star Wars Motors. What else do we have? Another one of Gabe's custom designs of a slammed Tesla. So you can see it's a pretty simple formula. And, a lot of people might look at this and go, well, I don't know where to start. Well, start posting photos of things that you like. And it doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't have to be cars. It can be anything from food to travel to sports. Go to my blog and see what other testimonials I've been reviewing of all of my students. We have a very, very wide range of students covering multiple niches, and you can learn something from every single one of these student testimonial reviews that I do, because everyone seems to have a little bit of a highlight on one of the several strategies that I teach you in my InstaWealth growth system. So it's really amazing for me to be able to fire up one of these accounts and see where their strengths is. And if you can go and read and watch all these videos, you can learn just as much that you can in my free 20-page Instagram guide, which you can go download for free at wolfmillionaire.com, as you can by watching these videos and just, getting that little bit of strategy from all these different free videos and free blog posts that I create with you, so that you can actually see that I know what the hell I'm talking about, and you can implement these strategies and tips and tricks all for free to start growing faster, cleaning up your bio and your logo, and getting better engagements. Then when you're ready and you really seriously want to make money with Instagram and learn everything I know, sign up for my InstaWealth growth system. I will teach you everything step by step. You'll be able to follow along on your phone. I explain in extremely simple terms, extremely slowly. Whether you're new or a veteran, you can learn something from my strategies. So good luck with your Instagram account, and can't wait to feature more of you students. Cheers.